Let me tell you about my mom's background. She grew up with parents who had lots and lots of money. They gave her everything. She's never had to buy her own car, not even once. They just gave her a house, just like that. She gets money from this special fund they set up for her, and they paid for all of her college, even extra schooling after that. It was like she had a golden ticket for life. Now, fast forward to today. She's been working at the same job for almost 23 years. It's a bad-paying job as a helper in a school. She only makes about $29,000 a year, which isn't much at all. The funny part is, her job doesn't even use anything she learned in college. It's like all that education went to waste. Oh, and get this. She's crashed at least 4 cars while I've been alive. Each time, she just got a new one right away, no problem. Here's where things get really messy. When she couldn't pay for the house she was given, yes, given. Instead of trying to sell it or figure something out, she just stopped paying and lost the house. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when that happened. Since then, our living situation has been all over the place. We've either had no home at all, lived in other people's basements, or rented apartments. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least. I'm 19 now and just started college. As I've gotten older, I've been noticing more and more how my mom lives. It's kind of eye-opening, to be honest. Here's the deal. My dad's money, which he sends for taking care of us kids, has paid for every single place we've lived. But now that my brother and I are both considered grown-ups, my grandparents have taken over. They're paying all of my mom's rent. Now, this would be okay if it was a small, cheap place, but no. My mom now lives by herself in this huge apartment. We're talking 3 floors and 2 bedrooms. And the cost? It's almost $2,400 every single month. That's a lot of money. When my parents split up, they made this agreement. They said they'd each help pay for one kid's college. Sounds fair, right? Well, my dad has been keeping his end of the deal. He's been helping my brother with his school costs. But my mom? She won't help at all. She says she can't, which might be true, but then she turns around and yells at me for borrowing money for school. She keeps saying she doesn't like owing money. It's so frustrating. I even said no to the school I really wanted to go to so I could go to a cheaper college for 2 years. I'm hoping I can maybe move to my dream school later, but who knows. Now, about my grandparents. They're rich, but they don't want to help me. They have 2 reasons for this. First, they're already paying over $24,000 a year just for my 54-year-old mom's place to live. That's more than my school costs. Their second reason? They think my dad should pay for my college. The problem is, he can't pay for both me and my brother. My brother has had to borrow money too, just not as much as me. I've tried talking to my mom about this so many times. I've told her that if she moved to a smaller place or got a job that paid more, our family could give more money to help me with school and less for her expensive rent. But every time I bring it up, she gets defensive. She turns it around and says I'm the problem. Can you believe it? She accuses me of stealing her food when I'm home in the summer. And if she sends me a tiny bit of gas money while I'm at school, she acts like she's done this huge favor. It's really hurtful. The hard part is, usually, she's very loving and supports me emotionally. She can be a great mom in many ways. But when it comes to money and being responsible, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's hard not to be angry when I see she has choices but always picks what's worst for everyone else, especially me and my future. Just the other day, she dropped a bombshell on me. She said she won't give me any more money for gas or food while I'm at college. And she refuses to ask my grandparents for help because, in her words, she already gets so much from them. It's like she doesn't even see how unfair this is. There's more to this story, believe it or not. Because she works at a school, she gets summers off. But instead of using that time to make extra money or improve her situation, her mom, my grandmother, sends her money every week for doing absolutely nothing. It's crazy. My mom works about the same amount of time as I spend in school, but she goes out to eat with friends at least 2 to 3 times every single week. She has these special dinner nights, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday night dinner, and Sunday brunch. Every single week. It's like she's living in a different world. I feel like I'm going crazy when I try to talk to her about these things. It's really stressful to worry about money as a kid, especially when I can see there are ways to fix it. She's had every chance to give me the same good things she had growing up, but she just doesn't. I've been doing some reading, trying to understand why she acts this way. She's never been told by a doctor that she's a narcissist, but from everything I've read, she fits all the signs perfectly. It's scary how accurate the descriptions are. I'm at my wit's end here. I'd really like any thoughts, support, or advice anyone can give. I'm trying to stay positive and focus on my future, but it's hard when I feel like I'm fighting an uphill battle all by myself. Thanks for listening to my story. It feels good just to get it all out there.